Greetings, salutations. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Ekard here, my partner in crime.
Hey guys, what's up? It's OTK.
And we're here for a binge of Madonna. So legitimately, this is going to be, I believe, our third or fourth music video that we're watching of Madonna for the channel. And of course, it comes by recommendation from Karsten R, also our Patreon. Thank you once again for all the recommendations from Madonna. I believe, like, listen, the last binge that we went on Madonna, right? I know we yapped a lot.
Yeah.
Like we were just yapping, but that was just how, you know, like we're being like super respectful of just the legacy that Madonna has and the time periods for things that has been going down. Today's music video is Vogue, a song that I know I've heard, a music video that I know I haven't watched. The other thing about it is just like, have I heard the whole song? I believe I heard the whole song. You know, it's been many years. It's like I've always known it, mainly because Korea can't get their hands off of it. You know, Korea loves this song a lot. Yeah. Especially how bigging voguing has been. Well, how, I mean, it's seeing more of a resurgence, right? Yeah, right. I think in a way. No.
What it is the popular zeitgeist has latched onto it.
Okay.
The push for it to be more of a public thing instead of a queer communal thing, would be because of shows like Pose, shows like Legendary, and the influence of those two shows, and then a couple documentaries about houses in the States, mostly in New York. The constant conversation around Paris is Burning, which is a old documentary from way back in the day. And a couple newer documentaries about people from the ballroom community have come out in the last couple years. But because of shows like Pose and Legendary, it's regular people seeing it and then readopting it as Madonna did here, and then using it for their art. And that's kind of what we've been seeing in the last couple years.
Okay.
I don't want to call it a resurgence because it's never left our community. I guess it's a resurgence for the general public. That's the only way I could think of it being that way. But I think even so, I was obviously a kid when this came out, so I don't know quite the pop. I know the basic pop culture impact this song and video has had, but I don't think it had it in a way that you saw Vogue and ballroom culture super permeate the general zeitgeist the way that it has now.
Okay. Just want to also give a shout out to one of my childhood friends, and Eric Sanchez, who's a dance teacher as well, because this was one like in high school, well, literally from elementary to middle school to high school, he be also like this voguing. This was it. This was his thing, and what he became like a very like prominent dance teacher for as well. So especially seeing him on stage with Gaga and, you know, Beyonce and all these other major awards. So that's like, I want to give a shout out to my boy Eric. So with that said, let's jump into Madonna Vogue.
And of course, as we know, I've seen this video 1,000 times and heard the songs 1,000 times.
Oh man.
I haven't watched this video in a minute though. Jesus.
Free the nips, cause nudity. Then again, this was like back then, like, yeah.
Strike the pose. Strike the pose.
we saw on the live stage most recently that we watched of her, she be getting down, bro. And she buff. Was being buff getting down too. Buff Donna.
Buff Donna.
Beauty's where you find it. Greta Garbo and Monroe, Dietrich and DiMaggio, Marlon Brando, Jimmy Dean, on the cover of a magazine. Grace Kelly, Harlow Jean, picture of a beauty queen. Jean Kelly, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, dance on air. They had style, they had grace. Rita Hayworth gave good face. Lauren Catherine Manitou, Betty Davis, we love you. Ladies with an attitude, fellas that were in the mood. Don't just stand there, let's get to it. Strike a pose, there's nothing to it.
I think this is officially the first time I've heard the full song too.
You got to let your body move to the music. You got to just let your body go with the flow. You got to
Okay. This is, as they say,
Always just gets me together. Always just
an
gets me together.
instant classic.
Just
Madonna
also
Vogue.
gotta shout out Lily Ninja, who collaborated with Madonna on this,
Mm-hmm.
and his house, and all the dancers. Like legit respect to the fathers and mothers of the community, um, who really orchestrated what was going on here. Like it just makes me very proud.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and to go back to like, even though like when I said when the song came out, I was like a kid and I don't really remember how far it, but I like
Mm-hmm.
so in watching the video, I started to remember like, oh yeah, in like, TGIF shows and like sitcoms of the day and stuff like that, like
Mm-hmm.
you would have like Stephanie Tanner doing a mix of like Madonna and Janet Jackson dancing, because Stephanie Tanner was a dancer,
Yeah.
and just seeing like, anytime there would be like a dance competition or something, people would like, Vogue and stuff like that. But I think I feel like because of the advent of the internet, which wasn't around when this came out, there's a bigger global push.
Yeah.
Pop uh General pop culture wise, not within the queer community. It's always been queers travel, we teach,
Yeah.
we take influence, and yeah, yeah, it's just like it was like, oh, a little flash down, like a little
Memory lane.
flash of walking down memory lane. It's like a really weird sensation. Yeah, this song is a fucking classic, and I forget just how gorgeous this music video truly is. It is a work of art. The silhouettes, the lighting, the fact that it's in black and white really adds to the stylish nature of the video, and the dance moves, and what everyone is serving. And like you said, serving face, that is a
Mm-hmm.
queer ballroom term. It is one of the categories, serving face, uh, voguing, real different asterisks of realness. Yeah, so it's so funny how a lot of our terms and colloquialisms within the ballroom community and the queer community have just super permeated and are now within regular pop culture lexicon that you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Just said, and I was just like, yeah,
Yep. Yep.
that's what they're doing. They're serving face, this, this, like it's just so. Oh, there is commentary on how much it what it means for like a white woman to push this kind of out there, that is a essentially an art form started by
Mm-hmm.
black and brown trans women, queer women and men, um and kind of coming in and like uplifting it, so to speak. Um and what that does for our communities and stuff like that. And I've had that conversation in recently for videos we watch for the Seraphim and
Mhm.
who is the other artist from
Solar.
Korea? Yeah, Solar.
Yeah.
Um, but just this video, like, is a 100 out of 10 classic. I could watch this all day. Um, I think my favorite thing in the last couple years is when she starts naming the actors and actresses, that little rap, how people have now edited clips from older movies to coincide with the rap, and that always makes me happy whenever I see that cross my timeline because it's just like, yeah. Um, it's just fucking great. This video is it's just so stylish. This video is fucking fashion. Ugh, I
Mhm.
love Bitch, I love it. 10 out of 10 song, 100 out of 10 video. You cannot deny the cultural impact that this song that Madonna has had. You mentioned again that just really appreciating how much of a dancer Madonna is, how physical Madonna is in her art, and how I personally just really appreciate that. She's essentially a small woman, but also knowing that this small woman can look lean, can look buff, can look tough, and like it's also subverting what is femininity and what is masculinity. And she plays with that a lot in her career.
Mhm.
And I just love like again, problematic queen, but like the proof is in the pudding, bitch. Like fucking I can eat that pudding all day. I cannot even. I'm just when we're done, I'm gonna go watch this later. I'll try not to watch other music videos, which gets really
Yeah.
hard for me. Like, especially now that we do this, I really try to keep myself from rewatching the things that I love. Even though people have a problem that I've watched so much stuff. It's gotten to the point now because I watch so much stuff and I'm just also just good with
Yeah.
beats and music structure that people are thinking in our comments for other things that I've never seen before. They're like,
Yeah,
"Oh, I think
the
you've seen
song
this
from
before."
India, and
And I'm like,
I'm
"Uh,
just like, bro, like no,
"No,
just be
I'm just really good."
yeah, like we're musically inclined, so I just like if
Yes.
there's songs that like we hear the beat drop, we're like, okay, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Like if we will tell you if we heard a song for those new
Yeah.
viewers, like we're not people that are just gonna be like, hey, yeah, we never heard this song before,
Yeah.
and
I
even
could
though we heard it for like
I
a
can't
million,
even
yeah,
fake it.
yeah,
I physically cannot fake never having heard something.
yeah,
Maybe I'll get the lyrics wrong, but I this music is so important to me and so in my DNA. I cannot fake listening to music.
yeah,
Like I just can't.
yeah. So yeah, just some quick thoughts for me. So yeah, this song, so this is the first time I believe I heard the song in its totality from beginning to end, because it's literally one of those songs when I was much younger that okay, Madonna's on, it'll be playing in the in the clothing stores and apparel stores. I think even during her performance at the Super Bowl back like almost like 12 13 years ago when she was a headliner, I know she's like one of the first, if not the first, female headliner at the Super Bowl. She performed the song as well, so that's why I was like, oh yeah, Madonna, and I know Vogue. I did not know any other song,
Yeah.
you know, and so yeah, just like like the impact of this song has been massive. Just the fact that I have not as I mentioned before, I've just not listened to her full discography, just much of any of her discography, even with the most popular songs, because it just hasn't like it'll cross my timeline of things, whether it's, well, I mean, back then we didn't really have a timeline, but
Right.
back then it was like,
Timelines were what time is
yeah,
it? Are we in line for
yeah,
is it our turn
it,
to watch TV? Can we take the
yeah,
controller?
it's 10
That's it.
o'clock. Do you know who your children are? That's like how many
Yeah.
people know, like if you know that reference, then you owe.
Right.
Like especially if you're here in the States. I'm not sure about international viewers if you guys had something similar for that, but yeah, for her in the States it's 10 o'clock. Do you know who your children are? It's not like here in Japan, as we were just talking about for My Hero Vigilantes, where you could be in Japan and you could be like a little child walking around, like there's like you have nothing to fear in this world.
I
You
mean,
can't
they
do
still
that.
do, but
They still, well, I mean, back then, not as much, back, nowadays, it's not happening. It's not possible.
Mhm.
But yeah, just think of just overall, like I said, like especially South Korea, because South Korea has really, they go through phases of where they take things and give it nothing, and take things where and show appreciation, you know. But you know, a lot of it has been giving nothing, and very few. We're talking about like the 5%ers that have been, you know, truly showing appreciation. You know, I just read up that like on this one, like a researcher just on the side, that David Fincher directed this music video too. And I can see his artistry when it comes to, like, you know, like with his films and stuff like that. Yeah, you can see a lot of it reflected in this music video.
Isn't it amazing how a lot of directors we know now for their theatrical releases,
Yeah,
they did music videos. A
yeah.
lot of them did music videos back in the day. It's not really the same anymore.
No, it's very harder nowadays too, with how hard it is to break into the industry, like including back in the days, and how much less credit music directors get for their work nowadays compared to, you know, back then. And it's one of those things that, as you know, as time goes on, things become much harder to be original. You know, that's just with the advancement of, you know, music in general, and just the video platforms in general as well. Because it's gonna become, like, you know, 10 years from now, like how much more can we push innovation, you know, to the point where this is like, oh man, I haven't seen something like this ever, right? That's extremely hard. And you know, when just thinking about that itself, that's why I'm like judging, like where I could judge the music video to like current things and whatnot, you know, just the emphasis on the face, you know, like, you know, especially when it comes to voguing, you know, the fluidness of the dance moves, knowing that this is something that I believe voguing originated here in New York City underground, right? So another thing, that when people say, oh, Americans got no culture and whatnot, just saying,
we are the culture.
I'm just saying, like,
we're so much the culture that y'all keep biting off of our culture.
I'm just saying, like,
and then calling it your own. So
yeah, that's only for those people, you know, that consistently was in the comments like, yeah, America's got no culture. All right. All right. But at the same time, you know, I just want to appreciate, like, once again, Madonna, because it's just like watching the live stage that we saw a few weeks back, just thinking about once again how I know, like, especially because I wasn't that in tune with Madonna growing up, but I just know that the criticism, especially for the way that she was doing music and just for anything that she would do sexual, like, I know those tabloids, I know those people were trying to rip her to shreds, because of how conservative the country was way back then. Then we opened up, and now we're returning towards an area, like even it seems like we're returning towards a state where it might be like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We circle back to conservatism within art.
Within art, right? And with even like people are trying to place even more restrictions than back then. So I'm just thinking about, like, damn, son, in the 90s, like this was taboo. And Madonna's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be me. And people will be like, all right, Bora, what's the point? You're yapping. No, it's escapism, because the lyrics of the song was literally about, like, I like looking into it, this is a form, the song is about escapism and escaping the confines, and because you can see it within the actual music video for what's being illustrated as well, you know. And that's where I was trying to get to with this major point about escapism and where people have gone to with music in general, right? Just the who wants to be constricted by these confines of bullshit legitimately, right? Where everyone wants to put you into a box. And so when you see the voguing dance moves, it kind of does picture like a box, right? And then the breaking out of it, essentially, right? And that's something that my friend, that's why I say shout outs to Eric, like, you know, when we used to talk about dancing, because I was part of a dance team in middle school and high school, and I was there with Eric, and Eric pretty much was incorporating voguing, and we're learning all about these different cultures of dancing from all around the world. And shout out to Sister Dele. Like it's making me bring back all my high school memories and everything. So, you know, especially when because Eric was really drawn to voguing. One of his favorite artists was Madonna, and just thinking about like the overall history impact. So I know the impact of Madonna, because like one of my childhood best friends, that's like his idol. So yeah, finally getting to see this music video in totality, because you know me, I just did not watch music videos back then. I don't know, I was a psycho. So you know, like I guess you could say I was a psycho. But yeah, 10 out of 10 all around.
No, I just want to say I really do appreciate when you express that it's like putting yourself in a box and then opening it up and then watching the structure of who you are in said box and getting the attention on focus on you, bro. Like my heart sings when you talk about this stuff. Truly, like my heart truly sings when you go off on these things, like, because I've said it when we watch ABBA stuff. I say it when we watch Kylie Minogue stuff. I tap into a lot of this stuff differently. But sometimes we have similar reactions to it, but on a different level than you do. And then getting to hear your perspective and your knowledge and your life experiences and how you view the things that I've always loved, it really does make my heart sing. Like truly, truly does. Like, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh man, Karsten R, thank you once again for the recommendation. And for those of you out there, if you got more, let us know in the comment section down the below, and we'll catch you guys for more. You already know. Doses.